We're joined now by Nichole Campbell from Petal Pusher, and she is a floral designer who can always put a green and gold centerpiece together for us, and it always turns out differently. I don't know how you do that.
It takes a little bit of thinking, I'll admit it. I've done a few of these now, so it's like, okay, green and gold. What are we going to do this time?
Well, you know, you can take a football and decorate it, or you can just really put a design together.
Yeah, well, you know, we talked about for the food earlier that it's all about bacon and beer and cheese. So no one wants to eat apples and pears, so we'll use them for the decor.
We're going to decorate that. We'll eat the cheese, decorate with fruit.
Right,
I love it.
Right. So what I'm going to essentially do is do this cool topiary design that's over here on the left. It's essentially just kind of a big fruit kebab, for lack of a better word. It's super simple.
It looks super difficult.
It looks pretty fancy.
Yeah, it's as fancy as you are, the episode.
Yeah, right.
This is literally just a wire rod that you can get at any hardware store. And then you're just going to thread fruit on it, which
like
now I have to do somewhat gracefully on TV. So you'll just keep threading it on all the way up. And then I've got my container here that's got the wet floral foam inside of it. And we just punch down in. Yep. So on the top, we have the grass. Wow. Ideally it's straight, which I'm not sure it is right now, but
I'm going to hold it for you.
okay, that's good. You can cheat a little bit. And then we just do a little bit of ribbon to hide that rubber band on there.
Ribbon.
Yeah, it's kind of a cute little detail. I mean, football, it can be a little girly sometimes.
Fancy.
She makes it look
makes
easy.
it so girly.
Well, yeah, I think that's kind of cute.
30 seconds.
Oh yeah, this is a piece of cake. So now we want to add a little bit of flowers onto the top of it.
Okay.
So we've got a little water tube. This little guy right here, because you need to have a flower or a water source for the flowers. So we're going to take this little stem, cut, and slide that right in there. And this is
Now,
one.
can you get those at other places besides
Any
floral
craft store.
shops? Oh,
Any
really?
craft store.
Okay.
In the floral aisle where they've got like the wires and
Right.
tapes and some of that stuff, you'll totally find those
Okay.
there. And then we just tuck that in to the rubber band and use the flower to hide all of our mechanics there.
You know, you can just stop right there because that's beautiful within itself.
Well, yeah, we got this down here.
If you had another apple right there, it would be good.
This top part, then
Well,
that's
right,
perfect.
and then this we use some moss to hide the base.
Ooh, that's so natural.
Oh, yeah, it's pretty cool stuff.
And organic.
And then we're going to add a little bit of flowers down at the bottom because we want a little color down there too.
Jennifer, your nails match too.
Look at that.
They
it's like
do.
New.
I did.
The nails are a little bit sparklier though. And then we're going to add a little bit of the eucalyptus just to fill out the bottom until you
the
get it all
bows.
done.
This is gorgeous.
Yeah,
That is really
super
cool.
simple.
Super simple.
Now, if you don't want to kebab the kebab.
If you don't want to kebab.
If you have a tall vase like this, you just kind of did the same thing.
Exactly. They're just stacked inside
I
of there.
can do that.
I can do that too.
So in this one, you're just going to stack in layers and just add the flowers in between the apples as you go. This you can't do too far ahead of time because obviously you don't have a water source for the flowers. So this would be something that would definitely be a morning
Right
of.
before your guests arrive.
Yeah.
And get those flowers tucked in there before you keep stacking the apples.
Right. You have to plan ahead because once the
That's
apples
not
are
my
in, you
forte.
can't go back.
And this is a good idea for children to help you with too.
Oh, absolutely.
I always have to think of how can my children incorporate any type of craft or anything.
Yeah.
Or how can I
Absolutely.
incorporate them with
And then they
anything.
can, because you haven't done anything with the apples, so then they can have a snack after.
Right. I just need to rinse them
whip.
off first and then.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right,
And then this seemed a little more traditional, but you still have the fruit in there
gorgeous.
too.
Exactly. Yep. We use the apples in the bottom of the vase. Stack those in first, add the water, and then insert the stems among the apples. The apples are actually a great cheat for that because they help hold your stems in place. So you know how if you've ever put flowers in a vase and everything's like wiggling around and falling out and just looks like a mess? The apples are give you a great head start.
This. Now,
Tips
what is
from
this
a floral designer.
What is that called? That's a little ball.
That's a billy ball.
Billy ball. I love the Billy balls.
They're hugely popular lately. People
Oh,
get
I
huge
love
fans
that.
of those. Yeah.
This is beautiful. Thank you.
Maybe
And
Nichole will let you take some of them home.
I just might.
Really?
I think Courtney has dibs on something
No,
already.
Courtney's mine. No, she's eating. Courtney's
She gets
eating.
to
So
eat.
this is
You're
mine.
gonna have the Billy balls.
Yeah.
Nichole, thank you so much. Nichole Campbell from Petal
Thank you,
Pusher.
Nichole.